Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again for another Super Sons Fortress of Attitude comic review. And this time I am reviewing Robin issue 7 by Joshua Williamson. And as we can see here, we've got two different covers, the main as well as the variant. And I must admit, I really like how this was a bit of a fake out, and I'll give you my rating for that cover very shortly. And last but not least, we have Ra's al Ghul on the variant. So, jumping into the covers. Do these covers in any way, shape or form connect to anything that is happening inside the story? Well, one sort of does, whilst the other sort of doesn't. To which I gave the first cover a 8 out of 10, and the second cover an 8 out of 10. I'll now move to the internal art, which I'll use the variant cover to show that, to show some of the art around the beginning, middle, and of course the end. And through that, we'll get to see some of the parts of the story. And as we begin to look at around the art around the beginning of the story, we've got Damian Wayne up against Respawn. And there's a bit of ass kicking between the both of them. Moving towards the middle, as we've got Damian up against Flatline. And of course, things slightly alter this time around in this fight, which is really nice to see. And last but not least, towards the end of the story, to which Mother Soul makes her appearance and prepares him to go up against Hawk. For this, I gave the internal art, seeing it's been so consistent, another 7.5 out of 10. It worked brilliantly with the story. So now it's time to move into the story rating for this. So, first things first, did we get any comic references in this? And sure enough, we did. In fact, we got about 4 comic references overall. The first comic reference being the previous issue, being issue 6. We also got a comic reference to Detective Comics 1034 and Batman issue 106, and we can't forget Robin issue 1. The location is still taking place on the Lazarus Island, in the tournament arena. In regards to time, we've got no indication of the time, but has that really affected the story? No, it hasn't, and I'm glad it hasn't. The cast of characters consisting of Damian, Respawn, XXL, Hawk, Flatline, Ravager, and of course, last but not least, Mother Soul. In this, it was actually really nice to go through this story. And in this story, we actually do learn who Mother Soul is. Spoilers in 3, 2, 1. Guess what? It's his grandma, great grandma. And I must admit, I really enjoyed learning this in the story. But I am also looking forward to things to come with this story. So for the story, overall, it got an 8 out of 10 from me. There were a number of scenes as well as panels that I really enjoyed because of how the art was done. And even the dialogue was actually pretty clean. Well, until then, we'll see you again at Super Sons Fortress of Attitude. To which the next thing that I should be reviewing will probably be the annuals, if I remember correctly. So stay tuned for that. Until then, you're always welcome to Super Sun's Fortress of Attitude.